Hi, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run.
This is Robbie with Believe in the Run.
And this is Megan with Believe in the Run.
And you're listening to The Drop, our weekly podcast about nonsense and running. I mean, I used to say occasional nonsense, but now I'm pretty sure it's perpetual nonsense with a little bit of running.
The script has been flipped.
Yeah. So, you guys introduced yourself, right?
We sure did.
And you guys are all from Believe in the Run?
I honestly don't even remember if I did that. Did I?
know. You just are on autopilot.
I guess I did.
Are you joking?
Speaking of autopilot, we just finished up Labor Day weekend. And I'm guessing that you had a good time, Robbie. I saw you all dressed up in a suit or something.
Yeah. Guess what? My wedding suit still fits me. Well, I'll put fits in quotes, but it fits on my body.
But did you get married last year? Like, what year did you get married?
10 years ago. Tomorrow, actually, is my 10-year anniversary.
Wow. Get out of here. Yeah. And where will you be?
With Megan and Thomas.
Yes. Poor Kimmy. Kimmy has gotten the shaft lately. I mean, we really should probably get her a gift while we're in New York.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'll get her an I Love New York shirt
Honestly,
from Bodega.
I love those.
Yeah. So we went to a wedding. It was nice. It was kind of like hotter than I thought it would be outside in the sun.
It was hot this weekend in the East Coast here.
It was our friend Steve Miller, but he got married.
Was it Steve?
Yeah.
Oh, and wow. Was it a non-alcoholic wedding?
No, he's a vegan.
Okay.
So it was a vegan wedding, which
there wasn't
easy to get drunk on.
Let me ask you a question. If you go, we'll go to a wedding and they'll have a vegan option.
Right.
Don't you feel like if you go to a vegan wedding, they should have a meat lovers option?
Just a DiGiorno pizzas with Supreme.
Yeah.
Top. Honestly, that'd be awesome.
I mean, seriously. I think it's kind of like one-sided. I mean, that kind of shows the personality of vegans.
Yeah. Well,
I never thought about that, but also I think it depends on why they're vegan. Because if they're like...
Right. If it's like ethical, then they're like, well, clearly we're not going to do this, which I think is the case.
I'm just going to say the meat was already dead.
Dude, I think... And this is a whole different can of worms, but I think in 100 years or something, we're going to find out that plants have like legit feelings.
Oh, I think they do. Have you ever watched like the slow motion videos of plants?
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Like they touch each other and they...
Yeah. There's some like interesting stuff there.
I think they're just really slow.
It could be.
I think they can't outrun you.
I mean, think how long it takes. Well, Venus flytraps are pretty quick. For a plant, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is. He's like lightning fast.
Yeah.
But also a meat eater.
True.
We're probably going to get in trouble.
That's an interesting point. That is an interesting point.
That you need meat to have speed?
A plant that is a meat eater.
Yeah.
Man. Or a pitcher plant, don't they eat?
There's a whole bunch of plants that eat insects. There's that one where they climb down the throat, like they get frogs even.
Yeah, I think that's the pitcher plant.
Okay, yeah.
But those...
You were thinking I was thinking pitcher like baseball pitcher, and you were thinking pitcher like pour some water out.
Yeah, I think it's because it looks like kind of a pitcher.
Yeah.
But anyways, enough about plants. But yeah, it was fine. The vegan options were pretty good actually, because they had like a roasted cauliflower, like fajitas. And fajitas is mostly vegetables anyways.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good.
A lot of times, though, like if you went to Chili's or something, the best part of the fajitas was the sizzling.
Well, yeah. No, for sure.
But all right. I mean, I'll tell you what. If vegan option for me, I'll go to Ekiben because they have. I mean that.
I had that Friday night,
and that's better than like. I don't feel like you're sacrificing anything.
Right.
Like,
it's a fried tofu. They have the fried tofu. It's
fried
so good.
tofu.
So good.
They have that cauliflower. What is there?
The broccoli tempura.
Oh, man, you can go to town there.
I mean, if you deep fry anything, it's probably going to be good.
That is true.
I don't know if their sauces are good and stuff. I don't know.
Anyways, so that was the weekend. And I did get a long run in yesterday, which I'm glad I did.
What is a long run?
Well, double digit.
All right.
So 10 miles. But I'm glad I got it in because the Baltimore 10 milers this weekend, and I hadn't really run like a double digit run in sweltering heat. So it was nice to like do that.
It definitely was acclimating this weekend. And before we get into all the running stuff, I just want to say a huge thank you because we opened up registration for Summer Grit yesterday, and it was our largest opening day to date. This is our fifth.
Is it fifth or sixth?
We've had two summer and two winners.
Yeah,
right?
You're right, fifth.
And it was the biggest one. We are so stoked. We're actually can't wait till I mean, next weekend is the 10 mile that Robbie's talking about. The following weekend, and we'll be there with ASICS. ASICS is going to have a van on the course, and we'll talk more about that because we're going up to New York this week also with ASICS. And then we're throwing a party the next week. And I don't even know if Kafuzi knows this yet, but Kafuzi's going to be there. We're going to have Drew Whitcomb from Wear Testers, Ben Johnson.
I'm just imagining the ASICS van rolling up like an old school with Will Ferrell, where they just pull Kafuzi into the van, throw it back over his head.
If they don't do that, I'm going to be disappointed.
Yeah, Ben Johnson from Ben Johnson. And then Megan Featherston from Featherston Nutrition. So those are some of the, what I would call in our nerdy circle, celebrity runners.
The A-listers.
And then we are having, as many people who would like to join us. We're closing down a street. We got the band Phantasm. Robbie, give them more.
Beers. There's custom beers made just for us, which is crazy. I don't know how you can do any better than that.
We peaked.
Yeah, like seriously, a beer made for you. There's a sour and a like Berliner Weiss, I think. Yeah, Weiss.
Whatever it
Berliner
is,
Weiss.
it is. Mike Vale was like that. I'm coming just for that beer because it's like the beer is his favorite beer or whatever. But
yeah, and that's free, so you're just winning if you come to that.
Yeah, and
remember when that was a
fuzzy
thing?
burgers, and there's also gonna be a vegan option for those of you who. Either morally or
I'm glad Thomas'
whatever.
phone keeps getting.
I'm getting blown
Tuesday savings alerts.
Probably. Oh, hey, it's Taco Tuesday. So the party's going to be off the chain. That's going to be on June 11th, and it starts at 9:30ish in the morning. Some people probably want to get some of their miles in before. We'll do a little 3-mile run, and then it's just let's find a way to get through that day as crazy as possible.
Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna have an after party at my house, maybe.
It would make sense. Your house is like 2 blocks from it.
That's what we did last year.
What would be the after party? Should we just purchase a keg and throw it in your backyard?
Yeah, or just like a bunch of, I don't know, seltzers. It seems to be like a nice, not like.
Do they sell?
When you're day drinking, I feel like seltzers are nice.
Can you get a keg of seltzer?
That's a good question.
Like, is there a White Claw keg?
I mean, there's a Fireball keg. There's probably a White Claw keg.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. It's a carbonated beverage. Beer is carbonated.
Is it carbonated? Yeah. You need CO2.
Oh, okay. There you go.
That's carbon.
I think
it's carbonated.
Like I know that you naturally get carbonation in beer, but
yeah,
I don't know if it's the same as what goes.
I think it's pretty comparable. What else did I want to ask you about or tell you about? I think it was like I was saying, so when I was doing my double digit run yesterday, I like saying double digit because it sounds like it's more than 10. I didn't have my like handheld water bottle or anything, and I was like, I'll just like do it,
Mistake.
And man, the worst thing.
Did you have a headache for the rest of the day?
Yeah,
all right.
Of course. The worst thing I was listening to. This, by the way, this is how you know I'm taking my training somewhat seriously, is that I was listening to the Fuel for the Soul podcast.
Whoa.
Because
on hydration?
I've never cared about my nutrition ever. And I was like, all right, I need to learn some things. It wasn't I think it was the carb loading one.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, the hydration one probably would have been a good one for you.
Yeah. And so I was, by the end, I was not feeling good. Like the last mile and a half.
Like cramping? Or like what was going on?
No, I was just tired.
Okay.
But it was also because it was really hot out.
We ran on the NCR with the Believe Run Club and Faster Bastards. There was like 43 of us.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
insane.
That is shaded for the most part on the NCR trail.
Yeah, that's how where I was kind of the same, but it was still.
And I was going to say, it hurt.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the shade doesn't help with the humidity at all.
That's true.
It's still just like thick.
Yeah.
That looked like a good time.
I was
like 50-50 gonna go, but then I was like, I should like spend time with my family since I've been gone for so much.
Yeah, Jared brought 2 beers with him, and they must have been high in alcohol content, or I was just lightheaded from running in the heat.
Probably both.
We had 2 beers, and it was probably good that I had left.
Did you go in the creek?
No.
See, that was the problem with the Moncton spot is it's hard to get down to the water,
Oh.
and there isn't like a good spot to hang in the water.
But here's the problem. It's not that. It was with all the rains that we'd had right before then.
also that.
Oh, yeah.
It was just muddy.
Yeah.
And the bank was gone because the water level had risen.
Right.
So there wasn't like a spot to
You
like
just sit
chill.
down. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
But I think everybody had a good time. We
Yeah, it
ended
was
up on the
fun.
grass.
Yeah.
Looked like a real good time.
Nobody really complained. It was 43 people just hanging out for a Saturday run.
Man, I bet the bikers on that trail or cyclists were pissed.
We got a lot of looks as
Yeah.
we were hanging out.
I
Like,
believe
what's
that.
going on over here?
Yeah, but when I think it spread out, but when it first
okay.
took off,
Yeah.
it was like the raccoon in the boa constrictor coming down that trail. Like it was like a thick mass of runners, which probably if somebody was. But this is a fast group. Like most people aren't even cycling. Like you sometimes pass people
Oh, that's true.
running on the NCAA.
I actually did that. I mean, they're older, and I passed them. I was trying to do like 2 at marathon pace miles, and I passed somebody like biking. It was really awkward because I'm like,
I hate when that
I'm like
happens.
running beside them.
I know. And you're like, can you go faster? Like, I'm running as fast as you're biking. You could try a little harder.
I normally think that they speed up once they see you. 'Cause
That's
they're
what
like,
I would have thought they would have done.
But it's awkward when they don't. And then you're like right next to them and you're like,
and
it's your move.
And then they would catch up to the person they were with, and then like kind of take a small break, and it like, kept happening. And I'm like, there's nobody on this trail except for us.
If we're gonna go the whole 10 miles with it. The crazy thing though, the one that really gets me is when someone's doing like the Galloway training, and you're running. You pass them,
the worst.
they start walking, and then they run up to you again, and then they drop off. Yeah, that one I'm just like, okay, you're driving me nuts.
Yeah.
One, because I don't like it that someone's walking and catching up to me, but
I found a huge snake on the trail. And
Of course
I was
you did.
trying to set up my phone to take a picture of it. I mean, to like pick it up and take a picture of it.
you love getting snake musk.
Was this
I do.
alive?
Yeah, it was a black snake. It was like 4 feet. It was probably like that long. And it was weird because I was setting up my phone. And I looked up and it was just gone.
He was like, not this fucker again.
Yeah, it was like really fast. Like, I mean, usually they're kind of slow moving.
You know who saw a snake this week?
Who?
Our friend Sally McRae, the yellow runner.
Oh, did you post on her Instagram?
Yeah, it was so cool because it was rattlesnake.
Oh,
So a little
yeah.
more dangerous than your black snake or your rat snake. She is like, here's what you do to scare them off. You stomp on the ground and whistle. And the thing took off.
What if you can't whistle?
And you're gonna
You're going to take a visit to the hospital.
imagine if you die because you couldn't whistle.
Tragic.
Also, in fairness, she probably could have just kept running.
Yeah.
Also true. They don't care about you.
Yeah. But it's pretty cool.
Nice.
So what's your training like?
Yeah.
Mine?
Thomas?
Yeah.
Mine's I'm in a weird spot because as the heat rises, paces drop. But so Saturday was like my acclimation run, and I did.
You're not going to acclimate in one run. I'll
I
tell
know
you that much.
what I'm saying is it felt so hard,
Yeah.
and then I kind of like it took the next 2 runs like really easy. Like Robbie, you'd be proud of me. The pace, it was
Oh,
like
I love it.
just easy pace. And then today I had a workout, and it actually felt pretty, even in this heat and humidity, it felt pretty comfortable, and I was pretty happy with just the way it felt. So
I saw your Strava from this morning. You went running at 5:30, which seems crazy
well
for you.
we had when I have the boys,
Oh, okay.
if I have to get the boys to school, I'll get up, and I got up at 5. I had already laid out. Here's my tip for anybody who wants to run earlier. Like my clothes are already laid out.
Yeah.
It's 5. I wake up. The only thing that kind of isn't good is I've been trying to do like a pre-run warm up, and when I have a day like this where I know I'm going to be busy all day, I skip the pre-run warm up.
Yeah.
Not as detrimental when it's 70 and humid out. So
That's what That's what I did. I said when I was trying to when you're like getting in your head about the workout. So as I was starting the workout, this should be my tips, my break-in tips. As I was starting the workout, I was like, okay, it's warmer. I'm not going to have to, my body will naturally warm up faster. than it would if it was cold temperatures. So I'm actually going to go into my speed work in pretty good shape. So, and then what mine was today, which was a lot of fun, Robbie, was 90 seconds on and then 1 minute rest times 10.
Oh, that sounds
and
nice.
And then after a half mile run, 2 miles at like marathon pace.
Oh, wow.
And I have to say, I've been struggling with speed lately, but the marathon pace felt pretty nice.
Sweet.
On the back end. I accidentally ran too far though.
Did you? You ran 7 miles?
No, I ran 9.67 miles.
Wait,
speed.
What?
And I was only
That's
supposed
crazy.
to do like 8, but I calculated wrong. So I ended up running all the way to like Under Armour headquarters.
Uh-huh.
And then
yeah, that's far.
Yeah.
And it's an out and back, so it's not like you can
Right.
cut anything off.
I know.
Yesterday it happened the opposite, where I had thought it would be like 10 and it was 8.5 when I was back to my car. I went to kill it. I was like,
That's
way
worst.
it was so bad.
Yeah,
I think that's why the last pound I had was so terrible, because I was
Psychologically,
that
that's
sort of
awful.
happened to me on Saturday when we ran on the NCR. I was coming back and I had calculated wrong in my head, and I thought I only had a mile left to go, and I had 2 miles, but I didn't have to do extra. Well, I actually ended up doing a little extra out, but I was just like that, like you said, like that last mile.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, I hate my life. I ended up running it faster, but I just was mad.
Yeah. It goes on forever. What else do we got going on? Oh, so what's going on with you, Meg?
Pretty much just doing some shorter speed work, trying to get my leg turnover to work a little faster, which I did 400s today, and that was the most humbling thing I've done in a long time. I thought I was going to die, and I was
400s?
I was not running very fast.
I think 400s are maybe my favorite.
When it's this hot, I don't know, they felt so hard.
I mean, basically the 90 seconds on was close to it.
How many do you... Yeah, that's pretty accurate. How many do you do...
I did 2 sets, so 6, but 2 sets, so 12 total, but with a half mile break in there.
Okay.
And no, like you did with me, where you kind of mixed it up. So I had the fast and then the sustained.
No, I did like a 1 mile afterwards at a little moderate pace, but mostly just a cool down after that. And yeah, I was hot. I need more time to acclimate.
Are you training for anything particular?
So not really. I mean, the 10 miler, I'll be chasing people down this weekend.
Right.
I think we should have gotten you a stack, like a roll of Believe in the Run stickers that you could just slap on people's backs as you went by.
I really want to do a 4th of July race. We have typically done a local one in Dundalk. What is it called?
Our firecracker?
It's not called a firecracker, but we always call it that.
Yeah. Because
like,
kids throw firecrackers
it's
at
like
you while you're running.
Dundalk Heritage.
Like the Heritage.
Heritage.
Yeah.
Like, was it 8K or something? It's like a ridiculous distance. It's a terrible
Meg always wins a gift certificate to Weiss Supermarkets.
that I never
She
use.
gives to me.
Yeah.
And a
you.
Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Just throw it on the ground and I'll find it.
But there's like a 10K. I don't know. We got to figure out. But I want to do a 4th of July race. And then
Actually, I like running in that little neighborhood. Like, Dundalk gets a bad rap. But
There's some nice spots.
yeah, I mean, I enjoy that course, and the neighborhood is nice. The people are friendly.
the kids throw firecrackers at
I
you.
actually think that was maybe one of the worst races I've ever had. Like felt wise personally, because like you said, it's the same thing running back to your car. Like you pass the 5K when you're watching. I have no idea how long a 7K or whatever it is.
What is
6K.
6K, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it just seems to go on forever. That extra part.
The team's had a good record there, though. Megan's won it like every time she's run it.
Right.
Brandon won it last year. You did. You got age group.
My
or something?
one and only age group award in my life there.
Running one of the worst races ever, you say?
Yeah.
So I mean, we've had a pretty good record there, but I think we're ready to try a different course, Meg.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But I think a 4th of July race, and then maybe nothing till Falmouth.
Oh yeah. Is the Arbutus Firecracker?
Yeah.
Is that the same day?
That's a 10K. Yeah, they're all on
that's a
4th of
10K.
July.
Okay.
Which I've never raced a 10K, so I'm like, that could be fun.
Wait, like you've never done it?
Never. I mean, I don't know
How
what
is that
happened.
possible?
Just sounds like I hate 5Ks. It
I know,
sounds
it's
worse
two
than
5Ks.
I think it's kind of more. I think I like the 10K because you can't go all out like the 5K, so you leave yourself some.
See, I feel like you're still in that pain. It's just a longer time. You don't think so?
I probably don't run it properly.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to see, but
Yeah.
I think I'm out for Erie.
I know. That's giving me fuel for my fire.
Yeah. Why is that?
I don't know. Stick it to you in some way.
Stick it
For bailing.
I'm like, yeah, for bailing on.
I just, the car ride.
No, I get it. I do.
And then we've got, I didn't realize London was 2 weeks later.
Oh, it's 2 weeks after that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I would be like,
oh, yeah.
two marathons in 2 weeks.
That's not good.
I mean, it's not good if you're trying to, like, if I was just running, hey, that's cool. But if I'm going to try to push the pace, I think I need to focus.
Yeah. I'm a little nervous that Matt's going to drop out, though. Then I won't have a running partner.
Will you go
if
solo?
You're listening to this, Matt. I'll still go solo, yeah. I have no issues, but...
I think if Matt knows you need him as a buddy,
yeah,
he'll be there.
All right.
Right, Matt?
Yeah. I think he's listening, so... Yeah. You can hear the sadness. You can hear the sadness
all
in my
the
voice.
all the break-ins will just be like, Matt, we're going to interrupt the show.
All the tips this week
Yeah.
are Matt,
Matt.
encouraging Matt to race.
Run, yeah.
But there was another thing. Oh, I have some questions. Like, interesting listening to the nutrition, Fuel for the Soul podcast. I get some thoughts coming up in my head about that.
You should be a special guest on the Fuel for the
You
Soul.
can submit your questions on Anchor.
Yeah.
I guess so. That seems like a lot of work.
Or you can ask them here.
I did. Well, the one thing I was thinking about was I do like the Fuel for the Soul, and when you guys talk about carbs and stuff, it's people usually think like they can't eat carbs and stuff, and they're worried about like putting on race weight before the week before, whatever, like you're talking about. And so I do like that you kind of forgive people. You're like, look, you can do this, and not only can you do it, it's good for you. But I do wonder, like for myself, for instance, I come home from the run yesterday, and I'm like, I just want to eat like whatever's there, just sugar, whatever. And so
Sugar's a carb.
How do I stop? But it's like a cookout. I'm like, I'll take every dessert that's on the table, please. And it's like, how do I stop myself from doing that? I guess because here's the thing too, is that I feel like when you give people permission to indulge, then it's like some people like myself take that as an open invitation to go beyond that.
My gut says that you're not properly fueling before your runs if you're having those crazy cravings. Like you should be fueled before and during your run so that afterwards you don't have this crazy like
appetite.
Yeah.
That's probably pretty accurate. I did not do a good job of that yesterday.
That is the hardest thing for me in getting used to this stuff is eating something before the run, because for the longest time, like this morning I get up early, I don't normally feel like eating something before I go for a run.
Yeah.
But I've just gotten in a habit. Like today, I did before the run. I knew that I wouldn't have time to do much, so I did a tailwind and mix, the drink mix with the electrolytes, because I knew it was going to be hot out and I was going to be sweating. And I just grabbed 1 graham cracker and ate the graham cracker while I was drinking the tailwind. Got my shoes on. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I just think even something small, you can add that in. That'll help.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And if you do want something really sweet, you can switch it out for a Pop-Tart.
I know. That's the crazy thing, is that like when I saw that stat that was it 2 sheets of graham crackers?
Yeah.
It's the same as 1 Pop-Tart. That's crazy. Especially because my kids are basically addicted to graham crackers. I'm like, oh, I get it, because it's all sugar.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. You look at it and you think, okay, what's healthy and what's not healthy? And that's what I like about the podcast and some of the stuff we learned from Megan, is that the sugar is sugar. It doesn't matter if it's high fructose corn syrup, which is, by the way, I think what they're putting into the Morton
Solid.
Morton Solid. That sounds so horrible, by the way.
We're probably not getting as... Sorry, because I ripped on them hard. It was a joke, whatever.
No, but you know what? I love their gels. And I do think their gels are that. I think that
their gels are legit.
The Solid is.
Doesn't it sound like a food?
Horrible.
Doesn't it sound like from the Matrix? You're like trying to convince someone like this is their meal. They're little like
You're
square to
solid.
eat for the day.
I think triathletes and ultra runners are going to eat that stuff up
Yeah, 100%.
all day long.
But here's my thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we read the ingredients. You went over it.
Yeah,
It's a granola bar. It's equivalent to about a Cliff Bar,
right.
but it's an expensive one.
It is.
And the reason I don't like the name is because if like after having children, you describe certain movements.
That's what I was saying too. Isn't a solid like just a dump? Like that's not.
Like I don't want to hear that before a race.
Although you do want a solid before the race.
Yeah, but you don't want to carry it with you.
Right. It's better to have a solid than a liquid though.
Yeah, that's true. But I do think that one's a little bit of a stretch. But they're like the Cliff Bar. If you wanted like whatever, like what are you into? Like what's a snack that you like?
Yeah, I like Cliff Bars.
Cut a Cliff Bar in half.
Yeah.
Take half
Or
before a run.
banana.
Banana's a better
Yeah.
option because Cliff Bars do have a little bit of high
Fiber.
fat content.
Yeah.
Graham crackers. I can do that. I have plenty of those.
The funny thing is, you can ask like Jarrett's been doing graham crackers.
Mm-hmm.
Like like you'll see he's put into a story. He'll go like get like a
Amazon sells it in bulk.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Graham crackers with honey. Is that a thing?
cinnamon and sugar.
Oh, I like the cinnamon ones. They're good. Cinnamon
Yeah.
sugar.
Oh yeah.
Because why not add more sugar?
Dude, I remember when I was first started running, I think it was my first 10-mile run I ever did. And I took a Cliff Bar with me, like as fuel. And I remember
It's hard to get it down.
it was like hot out too.
Ugh.
And it was
Oh,
about 5 miles away, and I tried to eat it, and it was just like stuck in your mouth, like didn't move. It was
Yeah.
just like cement.
It's-
in there.
it-
I was
they-
like,
I don't understand people who actually carry like
Whole
bars
food,
to eat during runs, because especially when it's hot, because a Cliff Bar it's somewhat moist. So when you like a hot summer, it's like sweating in that bag, and then you get it down, and you need a lot of water to get it.
yeah, and I don't really think I had water with me either, so it was just, it was just sitting there. That was the thing. I didn't have any water. It was terrible. I should try it sometime.
And now nowadays you have your phone on you, so you can just jump into any 7-Eleven, Royal Farms, or whatever, and get some water for you. Those old days, if you went out without water and you're doing your long run, you were
Well, I drank out of a creek yesterday.
You
Like-
can't do that.
You can't. I mean,
Robbie
apparently you
Raccoon
can.
cleaning his little hands.
I needed. I was like halfway through. I was like, I need some water. We
That's
swished
like how
around my
people
mouth.
die.
I don't know. I was in the mountains. It's all right.
You can picture it. We should probably talk a little bit about the pre-classic. I don't know, or we could jump into these Kane shoes. Either one.
I want to get into just real quick.
Okay.
We had 20 plus comments on the YouTube video
Oh, we do?
for Robbie Raccoon shirts.
All right. Did you see? But my favorite was.
I said we needed 100.
Thomas said 20.
I did say 20, and I really like the illustration that
I think his name's Alexander Jones.
that AJ did.
Oh, I haven't seen this. There's a
Yeah, he did a
mock-up.
really nice illustration.
I think I could find it.
Like I was like, okay, I'll have to do something up, but
It's already done.
yeah, this guy did a nice job. I actually really like his style.
He posted. We'll have to put it on the screen if Brandon remembers.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Do you like
Pretty
it?
rad, right?
I can't tell. We can tell if it's a dead dog he's jumping over or a backpack with stuff spilling out of
It
it.
looks like a toilet.
Oh, you think it's a toilet?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Like
it
a
is.
sideways.
Yeah. Could be a toilet.
Okay.
That could be anything.
Mr.
Well,
Jones,
we'll put it on the
you'll
screen.
have to, yeah.
We need to make sure Brandon puts that on the screen so people know what we're talking about on the
Yeah.
YouTube version.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, you know what we could do is that's something we could easily do with the press.
Oh, yeah, you could. We could test it out. see.
Yeah, one color. Just boom, boom.
Anyways, so
Well,
we'll
yeah,
see.
yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I have to get a tattoo of it.
I would love that.
You won't on your face.
Teardrop.
A little raccoon jumping over trash on my face.
What about on your throat? Like a neck, a big.
I don't think my
neck.
first tattoo will be a throat tattoo.
All right. They'll be like your second.
Yeah.
Where
That's like
would,
a third.
okay, there's a good question. Where would you get a tattoo?
I I always would like want one on my forearm. I don't
Okay.
probably want to get that one on my forearm. Maybe on my thigh. That'd be a good one.
What I like, Megan hates tattoos, but
Yeah.
what I like about my tattoos is sometimes if I need that little bit of oomph, it's almost
You
like
give it a
no, yeah,
power bump.
That's where I shoot up. No, but it is where like I look down and it's kind of like writing your Megan knows about writing no salmon on her. It's kind of like writing having a mantra.
I like
there,
that.
So,
But you can't. I can change my mantras all the time. That stuff's on there.
I mean, I've got a believe in the run tattoo and a faster
Yeah.
bastards tattoo. That I'm not changing either one of those.
Well, you know how during races when they have the Mario mushroom,
Yeah.
which works by the way. I feel like that's
power
like your
up?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree. Can I talk about these real
Yeah.
quick?
Let's move on to that.
All right.
Shoes is
So
interesting. Interesting shoe choice.
I know this is not
I
a
like
running
it.
shoe.
No, I like it.
And I think part of the reason I want to talk about it on the show because I'm not sure I would do like a review.
What's
per se on
the
it.
shoe?
I'm holding the Kane shoe, which is kind of like I don't know a Croc.
Yeah, it's a Croc and
like-
slip-on.
And it's kind of like a competitor to UFOs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
a
it's
competitor
recovery.
to Ufos, the Hoka Slide,
Yeah.
all those guys. It's made out of the same materials like a Croc, but it looks more like a running shoe.
Oh yeah, like the outsole and stuff.
It looks like aqua socks.
And I didn't think I was gonna like it.
It's Kane, Kane. Let me see the other one.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna like it, Robbie. Mm-hmm. And I've been using it.
I was gonna say he wears them
Really?
everywhere, which
Really?
is something.
And I mean, these look a little insane. They're the ones I'm holding have a white top with like kind of a peachy orange bottom.
And it's like perforated hole, like Crocs,
Yeah.
hole, but it's a full up. Like it's not like a slip-on. It's like
It's a full shoe.
it's like a full shoe.
Yeah, and I've been wearing them all over the place.
What-
As soon as I was done running on Saturday's run,
Yeah.
I popped these on for the post run because I was wearing, speed shoes.
Yeah.
And then I've been wearing these. I wore these to the pool.
Okay, I think I have a pair, but I feel like they were
do
big.
have a
I think they
pair.
were big. Well, maybe not. I'll go check it out. But what's this little hook in the back? Is there just a
That's
carry?
to carry.
I like
'em.
that look. It's cool.
Yeah, it comes with different strings if you want.
Interesting.
Like, different like colors. But it's perfect for like walking the dog, for like going to the pool.
Yeah.
Like I've replaced flip flops with this.
Okay. I'm wearing my Deckers X Labs, whatever
Thongs?
this thing is.
What do you
So-
got on?
It's the one that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
combination of a Teva and
See,
a-
that feels like a substantial shoe. This feels
yeah,
like,
that's more
this
just
is like like when you want to run to the mailbox or
Mm-hmm.
do whatever. Like these, I leave them by the door and just slide them on real quick.
it's a Kane Revive. Is that what it is, Megan?
Yeah.
And they're
They're-
supposed to be a recovery shoe, but I don't. Robbie, explain recovery shoes to me.
I think it's just shoes that feel good.
Okay.
Well, so they have like a bunch of claims in here. They said there's 6 recovery features within that shoe.
Can I hear 'em?
So it breathes. The
It does?
exterior, I can't say that word.
Perforation.
Yeah, and interior channels allow enhanced airflow. It stimulates because the raised footbed nodes activate blood flow in key pressure points.
Kinky.
That's a bold statement. Supports.
Well, no, that's like a shiatsu massage.
Yeah.
Shiatsu.
Anatomical last, rebounds, cushions, and grips. It
Yeah.
just sounds like a shoe to me.
I will tell you that this particular one, like Deckers X, I feel like you get that really nice soft support, and this one is a little firmer.
Okay.
It's not what I would consider a soft.
I like their
Shoe.
colors.
Yeah, their colors are cool.
$75.
Where would you get them?
It looks like canefootwear.com.
canefootwear.com. And these were sent to us for free. There was no obligation to review them on the podcast or to talk about them at all here or mention the website. So this isn't an ad. This is just us talking about it. I didn't know where else to kind of talk about because I don't know that, I don't think we'll do a video review of these.
Yeah. Well,
So
I think we might do like a recovery shoe roundup
Okay.
thing.
Recovery. But it's not, yeah. They're fun. I like
Yeah,
them
no,
to
I
just
think
be
it's
able to
cool.
do.
I was skeptical when we first saw them, but
I will tell you I get looks.
oh yeah, you love the looks.
I was wearing these
Okay.
at the pool. I was wearing my Pit Viper sunglasses with these shoes, and
That's insane.
Yeah, and I forget what else, but it was
You're a walking carnival.
yeah. The whole outfit was
It was something.
Yeah.
Like, how did you feel, Meg?
You know, I'm
She's
just
used to
it
it.
at this point. Just like, yep, here we go.
Oh man.
Look at that clown.
Good times.
Is shiatsu massage the ball like the? Do you know what I mean?
I thought it was just pressure points.
Oh.
I don't know. You'd have to look.
Did
that
you
one
ever
up.
sit in those massage chairs like in the mall? And
Yeah. Sharper image?
when the alarm goes off on them.
Oh, that happened to me. Here's the funny thing. We were at a trampoline party for my boys.
It happened to me at that place too.
Okay,
Same place.
I'm sitting there, and I keep hearing this alarm going off. And I was like, what's going on? I just kept sitting there.
Yeah.
The alarm kept going off. And I was like, oh, that's weird. I got up to do something. I came back, sat down, the alarm started going off. Because it wasn't like attached to the chair with the
Right.
alarm. It was like, I don't know.
In the room.
It's like somewhere around. And
It happened to me at that same trampoline park.
Okay.
I had forgotten about this until just now, and now I remember once we realized how embarrassed I was, and I wanted to like escape.
I mean, luckily, like everybody working there is like 16.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm like,
The crazy thing is that I tried to pay for the massage, but it wasn't the credit card machine like wasn't working. So it's like it was a double whammy because I got alarmed when I was actually trying to pay for it. It's only $5 for like 10 minutes. Pretty good deal.
That massage chair sucks.
I think the worst money suck there though, because the kids love it, and I feel bad if I don't do it for them, is the hurricane tunnel thing.
Oh man, seriously.
Yeah, do your kids love that?
I think they did it. Did they do it the last time we were there? I'm not sure. It is because it doesn't get the real hurricane speeds.
No.
It's like it's the minimum hurricane speed, which is like 80 miles per hour. I mean, anyone can do that inside of a.
I want to see the kid levitate.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Someone's got to leave the ground.
We need a twister one.
Oh, that would be cool.
Like cows start flying at you.
I have always wanted to do one of those machines where the money flies around and see how much money you can grab.
We could do that. We could just do it with Monopoly money in that wind tunnel thing.
Yeah.
And then just however much you come out with.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like just to see. It could be good practice if I'm ever on a game show.
And they have a money grab.
All right. Maybe we should get that for the next crit party.
That would be amazing.
Believe in their own bucks.
Yeah. Or every dollar you get to spend on asics.com.
Yeah, like that's actually a pretty cool idea.
Yeah. We could probably talk them into that.
We can go to the trampoline park and say, "Can we borrow this for a second?"
Let's just go to like a Carney. And
They had
say-
to rent those, right? The hurricane machines. I know they do because they had it from like my high school's like homecoming or something.
Yeah, it'd be insane. Like, yeah, we have $86 or whatever, and throw them in there. That thing spins around. Every dollar you can grab is $1 off.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we'll figure it out. Should we wind this up, Meg, and get into our interview this week? Who's going to be on this week?
Nick Roche.
Nick Roche.
Oh man, this is a good one.
Why don't you give us a little a preamble or whatever?
I think I do it in the podcast,
Preview.
but
Okay.
Nick is the product line manager for the Audi Zero line for Adidas. Sorry, whatever. I mean, he's like in it.
He's definitely in it.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at performance for Adidas, this is your guy.
And it's really cool. This is a really cool conversation because we got to talk about all the Audi Zero stuff, developing it.
And what's nice is now the product is out that we were talking about a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Maybe a little longer
what
than
the
that.
hell? We need to get that shoe.
Yeah. Well, it was supposed to be shipped to us already.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't know where it is, but it'll probably come while we're in New York tomorrow.
And then get stolen off your steps?
Yeah. And wait, before we get into the Nick thing, we do need to tell everybody, they'll be too late. But we are doing the world tour van. You may have seen it on our Instagram. We're going to be coming down, starting in New York tomorrow, which is a couple days before this comes out. Yeah, in the past. We're going to be in New York running with Fleet Feet on Columbus Circle in New York City. And then we're coming down to Baltimore. And we're going to be at the Baltimore 10 miler on the road, on the course. They're going to have the van out there. And then we're traveling. We're going to have our party. And then we're going to go down to the DC area, I think.
Wait, is DC before our party?
No, I think it's after.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Just follow our Instagram.
And then the cool thing is that van's going to traverse the country. You're going to run into Kafuzi.
Beep, beep.
And
Pick them up.
Yeah.
I just imagine, like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna reference Dumb and Dumber the whole time.
I like it.
Van crossing the country.
Mock.
Yeah.
Bird.
You forgot the ing, yeah.
Okay. Damn it.
It's mocking bird.
Yeah. Mocking.
All right.
All right, let's go. All right. Here's our interview.